some tips on how to fix creaky noise on your mountain bike. There are plenty of videos showing how to troubleshoot creaky noise, but I still couldn't figure out mine, and just want to share, maybe it will help someone to quickly find the problem of creaking. First of all, you need to determine whether it's coming from the front or from the rear. It's pretty easy to do. You can just apply some pressure on the handlebar and you would figure out if it's from your headset. In my case it wasn't, and so the next step is the entire pivot point at the back. So to start, you can just start with applying pressure, and don't be shy. These bikes, like the modern bikes, they can take a beating. I already fixed it so it's not creaking, but before it was clear creak when you press. And so one would think it's like bottom bracket, right? Probably, or cranks or something along those lines. I cleaned those, took them apart, wiped, re-greased. It didn't really help. Then I started going into the pivot points, and so there is one, when I remove cranks, there is one here was loose. I cleaned it, re-greased, and this one as well. So the very bottom pivot points. It was the next suspect. Didn't help. It was loose actually. This one was kind of loose. So I'm glad I fixed it, but it didn't help creaking. Then instead of going through all of these pivot points one by one, I decided to try to remove the shock. And so I removed the shock completely and greased the points where it's touching the frame. So you see this white grease. Basically you apply grease on the surface where it's touching, and as well as the bolts as well. And the same on the top. You apply it to the points where it's touching the frame. And after I've done that, creaks disappear completely. So now it's super clean, smooth, brand new bike. It was super annoying, especially when going uphill, the clicking and creaking noise. If you wanna eliminate whether it's bottom bracket or not, you can actually just hit it and press in various ways without touching the bottom bracket. And again, don't be shy, this bike can take a beating. And another point is grease, which grease to use. Technically, any grease will work. So your typical, like all around, these kind of greases. I think this one, old Duras, what's called Durace, some old Durace grease. But I'm trying the Def Gel, Australian-made corrosion eliminator anti-seize and assembly lubricant. This thing works awesome on the foil board, and the foil board actually goes in the salt water, and I don't disassemble it. So all these bolts, they're all lubricated with Def Gel, and they can last for like months, maybe a year, without touching them. If you don't apply this kind of grease, there's no way you can take it apart after like a few months. It's gonna seize for life. You'll break the bolts, but you won't be able to unscrew it. So I'm trying the same concept with this grease on a mountain bike. So all of the pivot points and all of the surface contact as a shock, like I described, I'm trying to use this Def Gel. It's a white looking paste and it's super sticky. It's like almost like glue. So, and I hope this thickness will help you from unscrewing and also lubricate at the same time, and corrosion, yeah. So if this board can live in salt water, then some rain or washing liquid water shouldn't hurt the bike. That's my theory. We'll see how it holds up.